All right, welcome to Highstyle Sunday. We got Lamatic in the building. What's going on, bro?
Man, shit, bro. I'm cool, man. How you feeling?
Chilling, chilling. All right. I know you from way back, but
Hell yeah.
I want you to tell everybody a little bit about where you from, what you about, you know.
Shit, man. Northeast Baltimore. Um, Man, I'm doing music. I'm just trying to get my hand in all type of shit right now. Just the music, I'm trying to let that be my foot in the door, but I'm trying to get into a whole bunch of other stuff.
Right. So tell us a little bit what it was like growing up in your area of Baltimore.
Man, I moved around so much, but I mean, I always was based in Northeast, but I moved around a lot. Like, I lived in the city, the county, so I seen hella different shit for real. But, man, I mean, it's tough. It's a tough ass lifestyle. Like, lost a lot of friends,
Right.
all type of shit. But, you know, like I said, I live in the city, county, all my life back and forth on where, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I mean, that's as far as I can say about that. I mean, Baltimore really just Baltimore. Like, it is what you make that shit for real. Either you in some shit or you staying out the way.
Right. So is there any like major experience that made you like anything like big that happened to you as a child that you still remember today?
Shit, I lost my first friend when I was 7 years old. I lost my first friend at 7.
Right.
He got killed in the mall. I lost my second friend when I was 11. He ain't died from no violence, but he died at 11. You know, at 11 years old, I lost 2 homeboys to, you know, that's dead, you know, so.
How'd you take that?
I mean, bro, like, that shit was just, at the while, I mean, I lost a whole bunch of family members, so I was already used to going to funerals and shit like that. Like, my whole mom, a lot of my mom's side of the family is dead, you feel me? Like, it's not too many of my mom's side left, so I already was accustomed to funerals and death. Like, it just the norm to me. And then, like, 2013, I lost, like, my best friend for real. You feel me? He died.
So growing up with all that and the violence and everything,
right?
What did you want to be? Like, did you have any passions as a child? Like, did you see yourself being something else besides a music artist?
Shit, I mean, I played football for real. Football was always considered my way out for real. Like, I mean, I played that shit all the way up until college. Went all the way out, went to Cali, played out there in college and shit, and I thought that was my only way. I knew I probably wouldn't crack NFL. I ain't really like working out and all that. I just knew I was good at football, so I just rolled it out as long as I could till I got hurt for real. And then all that shit just, you feel me? I'm happy I did it. I did what I said I was gonna do. I always said I was gonna play college football, and I got the chance to do it. I started. I was nice, but.
Yeah. So what changed and made you like become the musician? Like, did you just jump into it, or?
I ain't gonna lie, I always loved music, but when it came to, like, I knew when it came to football, I wasn't gonna be in the NFL. Cause like, I ain't like to work out, I ain't like to lift weights.
Right.
And I just knew, like, just knowing me, like, all the political shit that be going on, I ain't cut for that shit. Like, I be saying how I feel for real, and I ain't meant to be in the NFL. Like, it was never my, you know, I had that dream as a kid, but as I got older to high school, I'm like, man, I ain't playing NFL because I don't even like working hard in this shit. I just love the game. Like, I love the game. That was it. I just love the game. All right. But when I switched to music, it's kind of like football. Like, I feel like it could be my way out type shit. So I really be trying to just do what I can. So at least if it don't work, I'll be like, hey, I gave that shit my all. You feel me?
Right. So when did you really start rapping? When was the first time you really picked up a mic and took it serious?
The first time, I ain't gonna lie, I was beefing with this nigga in my high school for real, and I beat his ass up. Like, this is my freshman year, I beat his ass up. And then we had went to this nigga house, me and my man Damon went to this nigga house out, like, Whitewash. He the only nigga we knew with a studio. This nigga had a big ass computer, and he had the mic probably small as shit. Like, I can't even lie, that shit probably was skinny like this. Like, you had to hold that bitch like this. I was just dissing that nigga on the Get Money beat and shit. So I'll never forget that shit. That was probably like 2008, 2009. And then, but we was just playing.
Right.
Then I tried it again in like 2013. I was fucking with Woody Rock and
Okay.
Randall, all of them. I was fucking with them, but I was still kind of in the football shit, so I ain't had the time to be music and football. I'm already out Cali, so I got to get that shit my all on the football tip.
Right.
But then, when football was said and done, one day I was just playing around with that shit, and then I went to the studio, recorded 2 songs, and niggas was like, yo, bro, you need to just don't stop recording. So I'm just like, all right, bet, you feel me? I'm gonna just keep doing my thing. So I kept rocking with it. So I've been in this shit like 5 years now.
5 years, okay. So what inspired you? Like, is just that the only thing that inspired you, or is it like another, like maybe like a big name artist that inspired you, or?
Yeah, like Gucci and Wayne. I mean, they was my favorite artists growing up. Is Gucci. Gucci's my favorite artist, but Wayne, he kind of like when he dropped the Carter 2. That shit made me want to kind of start rapping for real. But Gucci, you know, he influenced me in other ways. But Wayne, when it came to that rap shit, I mean, yo, Wayne, that's my era of music. So he ran that shit like. It wasn't a remix he wasn't on. He was killing everything. So I'm like, damn, he going crazy. Like, so he probably the one that made me rap. But Gucci was like a lot of influence for me.
So you say Gucci made you rap and you had influence from Wayne.
No, Wayne made me rap and Gucci gave me the influence.
Okay. So Wayne made you rap and Gucci gave you the influence.
Yeah.
So, being that said, like, what kind of artist do you see yourself as? Like, are you more of the street kind of artist, or like, is it you just don't specify?
I don't specify because I don't really think I'm a trap rapper. I mean, I got songs where I can get in that lane, but all around, I wouldn't say I'm a trap rapper for real, because I don't even like just keep rapping about that shit. That shit it just gets you repetitive at the while. I be ready to talk about some whole other shit, but yeah, motherfucking yeah, that man Gucci, he definitely wanted to get me on my track shit, but it's like Wayne gave you that, like, he was giving you bars, but like he was giving you fire too. Like, he wasn't just one of them old lyrical ass niggas. Like, he was really killing shit. So of course I'ma always tend to yo for real.
Right. So, getting a little bit more in your music, are you signed or are you independent right now?
I'm independent. I ain't signing until it makes sense. I've been offered deals. I've been offered 2 deals. Neither one of them shits made sense. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the financials that shit wasn't about nothing. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, they was some big names. Well, one was a big name, but they wasn't trying to pay me jack shit for real. It just ain't make no sense.
So what has it been like? You say you've been in the music for 5 years. What has it been like being an independent artist?
Man, that shit hard, bro. If you ain't got no cosign, that shit damn near like, that shit like playing quarterback with no line. And you out here trying to make that shit work yourself. Like, it's like you paying for everything. You ain't got no, oh, the label pay for the video, the label paying for this, the label buying your chains, the label doing all this. You doing everything yourself.
Right.
If you don't do it yourself, it ain't gonna get done. So yeah, like, man, but it is cool because when it take off, I be like, yeah, I did this. You feel me? Ain't nobody give me no nothing. I did this. I earned this. You feel me? So that's how I carry that shit.
Okay. So I want to know a little bit how your music mixes with your reality, because you have a lot of like movie type music videos when you drop. So like, is that all real life scenarios, or like is it just made up, or what's going on there?
Nah, ain't shit made up. Shit, all that shit I done lived, everything I done read about. That's why you don't be hearing a bunch of, I done shot 30 niggas in a day. I mean, that ain't really me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get too deep into that shit, but I just talk about my life. I mean, I've been through shit. I've done a lot of shit. So if you hear it in my songs, if I rapped it, I live that shit. But I don't be going, I ain't the too overly gangster nigga. But I mean, I handle my business though. But I ain't gotta be the most gangster nigga in the room. I don't even like niggas like that.
Right. So, I'm gonna get a little bit off on your music. I'm gonna talk about your little DC diss. But before I get into that, I want to get your opinion on the Baltimore DC culture clash and like how that affects you, or if it does affect you in any way.
Man, I don't give a fuck, bro. I bump some DC niggas, bro. I was listening to No Savage, Baby 50. We used to bump Anglizzy bitch ass before he did that clown ass shit. Who else we be listening to? We listen to Q the Fool. Like I know he ain't DC, but that Q the Fool. I bumped the nigga Black Fortune.
Okay.
Money Ma. Gunu. I used to bump Gunu for real. Yeah, I used to bump a lot of them niggas for real. But you know, Baltimore DC, we always gonna talk shit for real.
Right.
It wasn't really on no diss shit, cause I be up there all the time for real. I got real people in DC that I fuck with, that I love.
Right.
So I don't need to be worried about that DC.
So talk about how that DC disc came into play then.
So basically, some little nigga named Slime Hundo had made a diss on Lil Scooter. You know, he old dead for real. Right. So, you know, the city was just going at it. So Izzy had dropped a song to 3-0 Black. 3-0 Black drops a song to Izzy. I dropped a song to 3-0 Black. Right. So it was kind of like, I'm ready to go crazy. Right. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm ready to go crazy. I fuck with, even my DC niggas come like, bro, that shit hard, dummy, like.
Right, that shit was everywhere. So is that like a monumental moment in your career that happened? Like, did it help
that shit ain't about nothing. If I ever blew up, I'd delete that song. I'd take the video down, not the song, but I'd take the video down. Cause I don't even really want all that shit. But that shit was just some fun shit. Like, I ain't signed, I mean. Right. Fuck it. But if I ever blew up, cause I don't want no niggas like, well, he don't fuck with DC. Cause I fuck with DC for real. Like, I really do fuck with DC. But at that time, I mean, I felt like it was needed. You feel me? I didn't think that shit was gonna go viral on Twitter and all of that for real. But, I mean, shit. I mean, hey, I killed that shit though.
Yeah. Alright, so going back a little bit deeper in your music, is there any favorite features that you have from any artist? Anybody you want to talk about that's helped your career?
I can't say that helped my career, but Man Soda, everybody that I did a feature with, I gel with them cool. Man Soda, Man Ice, Man Chris Cassius, Man Izzy got some that's not on this album, but it's on my deluxe shit. Me and him, I got Miss Cam on there, D Trinata. Everybody I work with, y'all, I fuck with them. Butch Dawson, D Dave got killed, but me and him did a feature like a week or two before he got killed. Okay. Like, I did a feature for his tape, he did a feature for my tape. So he on the album that's ready to come out in like 2 weeks. Alright. You feel me? That was my nigga for real. Like, RIP to D Dave. Like, that was my nigga for real. Like, yo got killed like 2 weeks after that shit. A week, maybe not even 2 weeks, maybe a week. You feel me? Like, I don't know, bro. Baltimore just be on some wild ass shit, bro. And it's crazy because that man ain't want nothing but the best for the city. Right.
So does that affect you musically? The way, like you say, he just an innocent artist just got killed for no reason. That was your man's and all that.
I mean, it wasn't no reason, but it wasn't for him. Right. You feel me? Like, it wasn't that shit ain't had nothing. That shit had nothing to do with him. Right. He just was at the wrong place at the wrong time. You feel me? But yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, I can't even really say nothing because it was like, I mean, you know, if I'm in some shit, I'm gonna be on point. But when you not in no shit, you ain't really thinking shit of it. Right. Like, I ain't beefing with no rapper. I ain't beefing with nobody, so I never had to look over my shoulder when I walk. Right. You feel me? Like, I ain't gotta, in the party, I ain't gotta, cause I ain't worried about nobody. I don't beef with nobody. Like, what we beefing about? Right. Nothing. Ain't nothing to beef about. But, you know, that shit definitely was a wake-up call. Like, yo, you know, shit, pay attention. Right. Cause, I mean, yo ain't, you feel me? He ain't gonna never come back. You feel me? And yo was a good ass nigga. Yo took care of his family. Okay. You can't really ask too much. Like, yo, every time I talked to him, all he was talking about was his family. Right. Like, yo, my son, my girl. You feel what I'm saying? Baltimore music culture. Yo had nothing but positive vibes when you talk to him. That's why I was so sad about that shit, bro. Cause he was a real life. He was a real good nigga. Right. For sure.
So, is there any other artists? And you can even say some big name artists too if you like, but any artists that you would like to work with that you haven't so far? Because I know you be in Atlanta, so I know you got future things in plan. You been in LA, so I know you got things in work. So
Shit, for real, I mean, like I said, I got a song with Izzy. I got a song with this nigga from San Fran, nigga Stunner. He doing this thing up there for real.
Yeah.
So I just like work. I like working with the niggas who ain't A-list niggas. You feel me? I just like working with niggas who good people. If I did a feature with them, yo, they was good people to me.
Okay.
Like when at that time, they was good people to me. So I would say as far as working with in the city that I haven't worked with, the one person that I want to work with from the city that I haven't worked with is probably Jiggy Run the City. Shorty, bro.
Okay.
He tough.
Yeah.
He tough. Jiggy Run the City. As far as the industry, Gucci, I'm gonna say Gucci.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna always say Gucci. I like Roddy Rich too. I would definitely do some shit with Roddy Rich, but definitely Gucci.
So what's something that makes you different? Makes your music stand out? You know, makes people that you, in your opinion, makes people pay attention to you.
I don't sound the same on every song. I sound different on every song. I don't like when niggas sound like just one song. Like that shit just be annoying. Like you listen to a mixtape, all the beats sound the same, the hook sound the same, the verse sound the same. The verse sound like the hook sound like the verse. Like, and it's just 14 tracks of the same shit.
Right.
I'm coming at you with trap shit when I was depressed, when I might have got locked up. I'm coming at you from a whole bunch of different angles. So you ain't never gonna really be able to tell what I'm gonna come with.
Right.
Like, I got a song, me and D Dave's song, it ain't even no nigga to be talking about shit going on in Baltimore City schools and all that. But they ain't, you feel me? I'm also talking about how you supposed to track.
Right.
But I'm also talking about when I was in the jail cell, or I'm talking about when I was depressed.
Right.
And when I was going through shit with my girl, like I'm talking about hella different shit. So it's like, I don't sound the same. I think that's what make me different. Like, I don't got the same cadence on no song.
Okay. So, is there any advice you can give a young up and coming artist, knowing that once again you've been in the game for 5 years and you're up and coming? So, is there anything you could tell anybody?
I tell a nigga like this: don't take advice from too many people. Cause if they knew the answers, they would be rich.
Right.
You feel me? That's why when niggas be asking me for advice, I'm like, nigga, I ain't make it yet, so I can't really tell you what to do. I ain't did it yet, so why would I tell you what to do if I can't do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing I can tell to a young nigga is, like, I mean, if you want to blow up, you gotta do stupid shit on the internet, but it's a lot of shit that come with it.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I would never tell nobody to sell themselves on the internet. As I ain't never selling myself on the internet. I'm not ever ready. Now, you know me from back house. Now, if it was back house when I was rapping, we was doing some dumb ass shit.
Yeah, we used to do dumb shit.
Like, we would do some dumb ass shit. So, but we ain't, you gotta think, we had, Facebook was our little source back then. Like, we ain't have Instagram. That was like, that was damn near when we was leaving high school.
Right.
We ain't have IG. Twitter was kind of popping.
Yeah.
Facebook, but that's all you had for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's a different realm of life for real. Like, it's more so everything about the camera now. It's less about the talent, it's more about how people look at you.
Right.
So that's what I would say. Like, you know, just make sure your image right.
Okay.
If that was the one thing I'd tell them, make sure your image straight.
Okay. So, if there's one thing you could do to help Baltimore become a better place, what would you do?
Shit, nigga, I get signed, nigga. I'm trying to get like I said, I've been offered 2 deals. If I get motherfucking offered a deal, I want a label deal when I'm putting all the Baltimore artists that I like under me. Simple. Like, it's real easy. Like, I want a whole Baltimore-based brand. I want Baltimore photographers, videographers, artists, DJs, club promoters, dancers, actors.
You think Baltimore lacks the attention it deserves?
Fuck it. Hell yeah. All niggas want to talk about is The Wire.
Right.
Every time you go out and say it's always The Wire or Say 2 or some dumb ass shit like that. Like, bro, it's real talent in this city, bro. And it's like, yo, I watch it get overlooked every day.
Right.
That's why I always tell niggas, like, yo, I be on some straight in-house shit, yo. Cause I'm like, yo, Baltimore got the talent to be like how Chicago was with Chief Keef, Pop, Atlanta. It's just, we just so small.
Right.
And everybody just be, oh, it's the Wire. Them niggas be wilding up there, but
Yeah.
everybody want to come to our city and make money and perform. Niggas don't want to put out artists.
Right.
I don't be fucking with that shit.
Right. All right. Is there any last few words you want to say? Any shout outs to anybody? Anything you want to say?
I always say the same thing because I know I'm going to motherfucking forget how the niggas' names. So I'm going to shout out my whole city, Baltimore. Literally the whole city. So if you feel like you left out, you're not left out no more. I'm shouting out every nigga in Baltimore. If I don't know you, a shout out to you too.
All right, we got Lamatic in the building. Highstyle Sundays. Appreciate you coming out.
Sir.
All right.
We was broke, tired of seeing niggas shine. Fuck that, we ride, but please don't talk that crazy shit to me. Nigga, you ain't poppin'. Pull up